And when I met Natalie a few months ago, I realized that this is a person who really gets these problems and who really understands how to get Austin, to move Austin forward. Change is really difficult. Change is really hard for people. Status quo is really easy. And it's easy to just stick with what you know. So it's really bold for Natalie to go forward with these progressive policies that she has outlined. Very progressive thinking to try to change Austin for the better, to move us forward rather than keep us in the way we were for the last 20 years. And so I'm really excited about the campaign. I'm excited to be on board with Natalie, and I hope you all will be there to donate your money, to donate time, and to help us make it happen. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brittany Taylor, and I am a native Austinite. I grew up off of Anderson, Burnett, in that area, and I'm a recent homeowner. My husband and I have a little 2-year-old, and we live in the most northern part of the District 7, up by the Tech Ridge HEB. If any of you know where that is, it's Palmer and I-35 area. And that's where I could afford. And honestly, I bought my house out of haste because I wanted to have a house in Austin, and I wasn't sure if I would be able to afford one if I waited too long. So some of the things that are most near and dear to my heart is for all Austinites to have access to nature. And that's why I bought my house right by Walnut Creek Park, because I wanted to have access to that nature. Natalie knows how important it is for families to have access to parks and nature, and also for people to have options in their transportation. She wants to build a city that provides people with ways to walk, bike, use buses to get to work and other places that they want to go. And she understands that having a city that's dense and compact is important for that to happen and connected. So I met Natalie in 2009. We met quite randomly, kind of happenstance. We trained together for a triathlon, and we've just been great friends ever since. I know Natalie to be one of the most goal-oriented people I've ever met. She really accomplishes what she sets out to accomplish. She is committed, hardworking, and reliable. When she was buying a house at her present neighborhood, became an expert on real estate. So we'd go for runs together, and she could just tell me so much stuff I didn't know about real estate, because she became an expert on it. And then she bought her house, and then that kind of was on the back burner. So then she and her husband trained for an Ironman. I mean, I can't believe she did an Ironman. I would never do an Ironman. But she did, because she's the kind of person who accomplishes whatever she wants to accomplish. And she, I think, thrives on challenges. So she is the kind of person that you want to have sitting for you at City Council. And in her house, she became an active citizen, going to the neighborhood meetings and then watching City Council meetings online, because they post everything that they do, all of those boring meetings, they post them on the internet for everyone to watch. But who watches them? Natalie watches them. And that's where all of this started. So we go on runs, and she was telling me, she was like, I have to stop watching this, I'm getting addicted. And I was like, okay, that didn't happen. And here she is. But she's such I'm gonna say this, I'm not religious, but she's a godsend, because how many people who care deeply about our city and want to make the changes that we want to see happen can put their job on hold and commit themselves to a campaign to just have a shot at getting into office. So I think that we really need to do everything that we can to support her and get her in there, because I'm not watching what they do, and I want someone that I really trust to be in there making Austin go in the direction I want to see it go. And I could give you a more detailed example of that, but I think I'll go ahead and pass the mic on to Natalie.
Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna move forward a little bit. Thanks, everyone. That was really nice to hear. what your opinion is of me, and I didn't expect to hear so many nice things. I guess I'm a rough person sometimes, so it's nice to hear that you have good opinions of me. Thanks to everyone for showing up today, sincerely. Thank you for your support to date. Also, thank you to Black Star Co-op. I'm really proud to be able to come out to somewhere I believe represents what we stand for at the campaign. They pay their workers a fair wage, and it's a great representation of what we stand for as well. Thanks guys. I would ask you guys to buy beer, but I think you've already taken upon yourself to do that, so I won't go there. So again, thank you all for coming out. I really hope that together we can accomplish what we need to accomplish for Austin, which is to go forward, fight for better affordability and transportation options in this city. Like they said before, I grew up here in Austin. I have watched this district, the one I grew up in. I lived in Allendale. I went to Gillette Elementary School, Murkison, Anderson, and then I stuck around for UT Austin as well. And what I've seen is what I viewed as a middle class area turn into a place where we're seeing $800,000, $900,000 houses being built as homes. And it's really concerning to me, not because I don't want people to have that option, I definitely do, but right now that's becoming the only option in our city. So what we really need to do is give people who want to live in District 7 and throughout the city more options. Maybe they do make small sacrifices to live on smaller lots or in smaller homes, but they can get into the part of town that they want to be in, and hopefully that will end up being closer to where they work and help solve some of our congestion issues. So really what I've found as I've been going door to door talking to residents, especially along the Crestview neighborhood as we've been passing out invitations to this party, what I found out is that a lot of people are connecting with this message. A lot of people are telling me, hey, I would get out of my car. I would ride the bus. I would walk. I would ride my bike if I felt safe and if it was an option for me, if the bus went where I wanted it to go. And I'm hearing that every day when I talk to people. So I'd love to push forward and make that a realistic option for people. I'm also hearing, And I've heard a lot that, I'm the candidate for a young Austin, that, we have to get the young people out to vote. But I found, honestly, as I go and talk to longtime homeowners, especially I spoke to a 65-year-old man the other day. He lives with his parents in Crestview. And he and I had a great conversation about how ridiculous property taxes have gotten. The home valuations are so high. And what I said to him was, something I support is you having more power over your own property. Having the ability to build a rental unit behind your home so that you can offset those taxes by hundreds of dollars a month, maybe thousands, and really afford to stay in place and offer that affordable option to another family. Thank you. And that message resonates with everyone because we need real solutions. And what they're finding is that this is a campaign of real solutions to our common problems. So I appreciate it. I want to give you all a little update on where we are as far as the campaign goes. On Friday, we filed our first finance report. This is the campaign that has the most District 7 contributions of all. Yes. So people are really latching onto this positive message, this optimistic outlook for the city, and it's regular, everyday people. Our average contribution is $25, or not average, but most of our contributions have been $25 or less, which is just amazing. It means regular people are pulling out their wallets and showing support for the campaign, and I really do appreciate that as well. And we're going to have to move forward in that way, inch by inch, because we don't necessarily have the political force that is behind my opponent, but we have people, and we have a good goal, and we have real problems that we're ready to solve. So I hope that you'll join me. Join me in whatever way you can. Donation is especially important. I hope that you'll sign up to maybe block walk, talk to these neighbors that are ready to hear the message and ready to hear the solutions that we have for this city. And I really appreciate it. I hope that you go to the table that's in the back. Don't forget to get yourself a shirt too, 'cause it's my favorite thing. And get yourself a shirt, sign up to volunteer, and I hope that I can talk to y'all in the future. Send people my way, please. We also have sheets on all the tables that give you some ideas on how to support the campaign. But I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to y'all soon, hopefully. Thank you.